We all wish we could bring our Disney vacation home with us, right? To have that Disney feeling every day? Well, why not start your day the Disney way with a Disney blend from Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company? With over 23 varieties to choose from the French bistro you find in your resort room to the Yachtsman Steakhouse and Gico, of course, and now Joffrey's newest Disney blend, Le Cellier. Why not start your day with that Disney magic? Order yours today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call, and the doors will be closing soon.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com.
Yeah, we've got it's a little bit cold in the studio today.
It's like 16 degrees.
We've got
well, outside it's 16 degrees. In here it might be like 19.
We actually had to turn on space heaters just to keep ourselves warm.
I wonder if you can hear them in the background.
In the studio today.
Oh,
my goodness, what is going on with this? What is this? This isn't that Arctic thing, whatever, plunge, whatever. I don't even know what they call it.
I'll do some things for heat, but I'm not about the plunge. Arctic blast, Arctic...
I don't know. Polar vortex, that's what I was looking...
No, we haven't heard that yet. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that nonsense.
We've heard the handle hook.
Whew. Hopefully tomorrow it's going to be 40-some degrees.
Get out of town.
Beautiful Ohio.
Wow.
Oh,
crazy.
Please, somebody send us tickets to Walt Disney World.
Did I give an episode number? I don't even remember.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're not going back now.
No, can't restart it. It's too cold.
I've got right, exactly.
Make sure our tape recorder's recording.
I'm sitting here standing and jogging. I'm jogging to stay warm.
Heat up. Why don't you put off some heat?
Anyway, Tim.
Yes.
I have a really, really crazy, insane this day in Disney history.
You've been teasing this to me, and I refuse to look it up, and I didn't want to know early. I want to be surprised.
All right. On this day in Disney history, it's sad, but it's extremely strange as well.
Okay.
Okay. This day, of course, this day in Disney history, Lillian Disney,
yes,
wife of Walt, passes away in 1997.
Oh.
Now, let's think back. Walt died what would amount to yesterday, December 15th, 1966. You say, okay,
all right,
that happens. I mean, it's not like it was the next day.
Right.
There was, quite a few years in between. Mm-hmm. But get this.
Okay.
Roy, Walt's brother, Roy O., died on December 20th, 1971. His wife, Edna, dies December 18th, 1984.
Okay.
So we've got 4 Disneys that pass away all within 5 days of each other.
Oh.
And within 10 days of Christmas. Roy E., Roy and Edna's son,
right,
said this in 1997, commenting on Lillian's death. Roy said, "This is the end of an era for the Disneys. It's ironic and somehow fitting that it should be at this time of year. Walt in 1966, my dad in 1971, my mother in 1984, and now Lily have all gone during the 10 days before Christmas."
Oh.
I'm not done.
Jeez.
Roy would die on this day 12 years later.
Wow.
In 2009. December 16th, Roy E. Disney passes away, 2009.
Wow.
Is that not crazy?
Crazy.
I thought that was just insane.
Man, don't.
I mean,
I was going to say, don't beware the Ides of March. The Ides of December.
My goodness. That is, and then I did look up to see, like, when their parents passed away. Both their parents, Walt and Roy's parents, passed away in November.
Oh, wow.
Different times, but both of them passed away in November. That is really strange.
That's crazy.
So November and December, not good times for the Disneys, apparently. So I just thought I'd throw that out. That was not to bring everybody down. It's really interesting how that all played out. So there it is. That This Day in Disney History, of course, brought to us, to you, by our friends at This Day in Disney History.
Nice. And I don't think it brings anybody down. I think because we basically celebrate, the work of the Disney family every day.
Oh, absolutely.
And enjoy it. So
absolutely.
we look
Um,
back fondly.
We don't shut down just because of a sad day. We celebrate. We're not celebrating their passing. We're celebrating their lives.
Absolutely.
So anyway, Tim.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about today?
I had a question for you. I thought this would make an interesting episode. It's that time of year.
Okay.
If people aren't going now to Disney or thinking about a last-second trip.
You're asking me to go to Disney? Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hop in the car. Although the car's probably about 19 degrees. But I will say.
Really. Colder
or
than
you're
the
getting
studio.
No, exactly. It's that time of year when you might be thinking, maybe next Christmas we should go to Disney.
I like that
Next
idea.
Christmas season. So my question to you, because I have not been there since I was like knee-high to a lobster. Isn't that what they say? Knee-high to something? What hotel would you recommend? Because you've been there.
During the holidays.
The holidays. That I would want to go to enjoy the holiday experience to its finest.
Get me in the Disney the Disney Christmas spirit, are you?
Exactly.
Okay.
Plus, I love talking about resorts. I really do.
All right. Let's see. Originally, a few years ago, it would have been easy. I would have said Swan Dolphin, Beach Club, Boardwalk.
You're a Crescent Lake
Yacht
guy.
Club.
Crescent Lake guy you were thinking for
Crescent
the
Lake.
holidays.
Because if you think about it, two fantastic Christmas parks. Of course, Epcot with the Candlelight Processional and the Christmases around the world and all of the things, the stage shows that they put on at Epcot. I would have gone with that in a heartbeat. When you then had the Osborne Lights on the other side.
Oh, perfect, yes.
That would have been fantastic.
Walk to the studios.
I would have done that in a heartbeat.
Okay. But not anymore, it sounds like.
They're still doing some stuff over at the studios. I'm trying to find where that one's at.
Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
That's what it is. The Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. But I got to tell you, it's the projections on the Chinese theater.
Right.
I typically don't take a whole lot of time watching the parades or the fireworks, only because of the crowds. It's tough to get a good viewing spot.
And enjoy it.
Osborne Lights, you could take all the time you want, strolling around, getting great ideas. I got an idea for a Mickey light that I have every year. I put out on my house.
Nice.
Which is those rope lights. I just made them into a Mickey.
Very clever. You got crazy.
I didn't. I got the idea from Osborne Lights. It was fantastic. But
Bob came out with 3 circles.
Wow.
Come on, people at home were thinking it.
And God bless us, everyone. Mr. Scrooge.
That's my line.
Mr. Scrooge. You're not knee high to a grasshopper.
Oh, grass, is that what it is?
I don't know.
I knew it was some kind of stir.
So I mean, it's not as a demanding a show for me to see.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I'm still going to say that it's worth staying in the Crescent Lake area for Epcot.
True.
So I'm okay with that, and I'm going to save where I would definitely stay for last. But then, of course, you've got Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party over at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, you do.
That I would have to. You're not going to go wrong. You're never going to go wrong staying at a Resort Loop.
No,
resort.
Absolutely not.
That's not going to happen. So any of those would be fine. Here's where I would never ever stay.
Ooh.
I mean, I would because I'm cheap. So
you're cheap.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, someone wants to pay for us to stay there.
But absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And you can stay. I'm not saying I would never stay there. I've stayed there plenty of times. I've stayed at the value resorts more than I've stayed anywhere else. But if you want to really immerse yourself in the Christmas holiday festivities that Disney has to offer, I don't think the value resorts are going to give you that. They have a few Christmas decorations in the lobby.
Okay.
But it's not like I just said, Crescent Lake, you're walking into International Gateway, immediately you're surrounded with all of the stuff, the Christmas stuff at Epcot with Candlelight Processional and all that. Same thing with the Resort Loop resorts. You're able to go right into the Magic Kingdom. That's beautiful.
Oh.
Even if you don't do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which you should.
Good, so noted.
It's still decorated and beautiful, and all of those deluxe resorts just decked out. You know, I mean, you've seen.
Oh, yeah.
How they do Animal Kingdom Lodge. That's a beautiful one.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I just don't like the idea of, in order for me to get that Christmas feeling, I have to get on a bus to go to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I got you.
I like the idea of hopping on a monorail or hopping on the boats, or just walking over through
Your
International Gateway. Oh,
I think right over in my shoes.
My brain's frozen from walking in today. Here's where I would definitely stay.
Okay.
I would definitely stay if I were going to go down right now. This would be my priority book. Would be one of the Port Orleans resorts.
Oh, wow!
Because I can hop on that boat, leisurely boat ride down to Disney Springs, and I'll tell you why. Because Disney Springs has a lot going on now.
You know, I was going to ask you when you were close to done if you would consider Saratoga for the same reason.
Saratoga, any of the Disney Springs resorts. I'd even go Hilton, Downtown Disney.
Oh, the Wyndham right there too.
Yeah, or the Wyndham. I've
Nice.
stayed at the Hilton.
You
I
do
know
know the
it's
Hilton
it's
very
very
well.
nice, and you still get the extra magic hours at the Hilton and all of that.
I don't think you do anymore.
No,
I don't think
what?
so. I thought we mentioned that. At some
All right, I'm done. Never
We'll double check that one. But
We'll
I thought
double check
I
that
thought that was repealed.
But I would definitely stay. That would be my priority. I don't think I would look at Coronado or Caribbean Beach, but I would definitely stay at the Port Orleans so I can get that ride down. Here's another one, a
Okay.
hidden gem.
Ooh.
Hidden gem.
Okay.
Are you ready? You sure you're ready?
I'm sitting down and my seat is heated, so yes.
I would absolutely consider the cabins at Fort Wilderness.
You know what? I've heard fantastic things about Fort Wilderness at Christmas time.
Oh my gosh!
Apparently, there are people who have more vacation time than I do, or perhaps
That
they're-
is true.
they're retired and very well off.
Yes.
They'll book the whole month,
Yes.
and they will set up decorations and decorate their golf carts.
I got to tell you, we went over the last time we were down there during the holidays. We went over to my favorite Trails End
Yes.
for lunch, and it was lunch. But it gets dark right away, so it was dark by the time we were done with lunch, and we took a leisurely stroll through the campsites, not in their sites, but on the roads.
Yeah. And the loops,
In the loops, just near that area.
the preferred loops.
And it was just unbelievable. It was like almost like the Osborne Lights, toned down just a little bit. There were so many. They actually have a golf cart parade. Did you know that?
I think I've seen video of a parade. I didn't remember it being Christmas, but how
Oh,
fantastic
yeah.
was it? I think one was the Millennium Falcon.
It's fantastic.
Golf cart. It was fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
That is fantastic. But it's very, very festive. You want to get really a great festive time. Plus, if you think about it, it's almost like being in a cabin in the mountains, if you will.
Right. That's true.
At Fort Wilderness. I would go Fort Wilderness or over at Port Orleans, one of those, just because you're closer to immersing yourself into that Christmas or holiday festivities and spirit, I think.
Nice. 2 questions if you were to do that.
Uh-huh.
Because I've stayed at Fort Wilderness years and years ago camping.
Right.
Is a golf cart a necessity? Would you have a golf cart? Would you want a golf cart?
I would say a lot of it is going to depend upon where you're at. If you're a ways away from the boat docks to go to the Magic Kingdom or Trails End, anything like that, the little store that they have there, definitely.
Okay.
Because it's a big resort.
It is. Like those preferred loops I talked about. I think they're like the 1, 2, and 3, maybe 400 loops. They're the ones closest to Pioneer Hall area. Golf cart probably not necessary, but if you're further out,
Right.
I think you're correct. And if you were flying, would you have a rental car or a car of your own for the cabins? My idea would be, I think you would want it, but I want to hear what you would think.
I'm going to say yes, because when you want to go to Disney Springs,
Right.
You have to jump on the internal buses to
Yes.
then get to the regular bus stop, and then
Right.
you're making an exchange there. So yeah, that's a good call. I would definitely get a car.
Plus, I don't think
Staying
people
at the-
realize how convenient Fort Wilderness is to the Magic Kingdom and Resort Loop area.
Right. Oh
It's just
no.
such a short boat ride.
Very, very short. You're crossing over the water bridge there,
Right.
and you're right there.
I think they still have the boat. You can go from the Fort Wilderness Marina, I think, just to the Contemporary Marina.
Yes, you can.
So you can just hop
Yes,
on over
you
there
can.
and then take the monorail over if you wanted.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
You have
Not-
a couple different options. You don't have to wait for the certain boat. You just take whichever one gets you there first.
Right, right. So,
I love it.
and I think that visualize this, folks, if you can, about what these people do to their RVs down there.
Oh,
Think of that crazy person on your street. You might be him or her.
and that's okay.
And that's okay. Absolutely.
We're not here to judge.
Believe me, I enjoy exterior illumination.
I would enjoy it if it didn't have to be done in the cold,
Yes.
and I wouldn't have to take it down.
Right.
So, one tree on the porch, and we used to put a couple floodlights on the house.
You're lazy. But that's okay.
Well, that's true, too. I don't like the cold. Or wreaths on the window.
But
we did that.
That is very nice. But you're a classy guy.
Well, then we got new windows, and I didn't want to.
I don't have a
hang wreaths
house
on
that looks good on.
Oh, stop it. I'm sure you do.
I got different.
I've seen your
colored-
house.
I got different colored siding because I'm cheap. But think of that person, the person that the Clark W. Griswold of your neighborhood. That's what these folks are doing to their RVs down there. It's unbelievable.
It's like there's the light parade.
And
Electrical
you get to wake up to that and look at that every morning. How much more fun can that be?
Right.
Especially for the kids. The kids would love to take the golf cart, like you said.
Yeah.
Just drive around Fort Wilderness and take a look at that stuff.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. So those would be my recommendations. If you got little kids, I would definitely go with Fort Wilderness because you're going to spend most of your time at Magic Kingdom. If you got the older kids, maybe I would definitely look at price wise. I would look at Port Orleans, and then if you really you want to stay at a nicer place, I'd stay any of the Resort Loop Deluxe or Crescent Lake. But with Crescent Lake, you're only getting kind of half now. I think that's just me.
That's you.
I haven't seen the new Jingle Jangle Jingle whatever it is.
Jingle Bell, Jingle Jam,
Okay.
which goes great on a bagel.
Okay.
That and
That's
another
the
one-
Jingle Jam, yeah. And of course, Animal Kingdom. I don't. They've got the parade for the most part and the light show on the tree, but
Oh, I was thinking I'm sorry, Animal Kingdom Lodge for a second. I'm like, they have
Yeah.
a parade there?
they have that.
Hang some lights on
they,
the animals?
They used to. I don't know if they're still doing the parade, but I don't know.
I want them to do a parade.
That's just me.
An animal parade. Hang those lights on them.
Hang on the elk. They can have
Exactly.
ornaments hanging, kind of like Sven's friend
Exactly.
in Frozen.
Like that wouldn't get Peter to pop over there for
Oh
a little
no,
visit.
no.
Let me ask you this one before we wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to Disney for like maybe a 4-night vacation.
4 nights. Gotcha.
How many days of park tickets am I going to want? Because I think I'm going to want to actually do some resort hopping.
One of the big things that you want to do is save one of your days. If you're going to be there for 4, don't get 4 days worth of tickets
Okay.
because one of those days you're going to want to get tickets for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Oh, that's right. So there's a day. Maybe I could just go down and maybe just do that.
So that at that point you're kind of paying double. If you buy a ticket for that day and go to Epcot or something, you're better off with a park hopper and skipping the parade. But if you want to see the party, if you want to be at the party, I would make that just a 1-day ticket event. Buy
Okay.
that separately. Talk to Tyler over at People Mover Travel. He can guide you in the best
All right.
ticketing options.
Tyler at peoplemovertravel.com.
Yeah,
Nice.
he'll help you out. He's our guy.
He's our guy.
We vouch for him. He'll help you out. If you have any problems with Tyler, take it up with him. Don't call us. No, no.
We don't want to have to rough him up again. No.
So
I've heard nothing but positive things from our friends that have used Tyler.
Absolutely. So Tim, other than I'm trying to rest up this weekend because when's the holiday-thon starting? Next
Holiday
week?
starts next Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
I know.
But wait, we got a show on Tuesday.
We do?
Are we putting out a show Tuesday?
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh,
We'll see.
we'll see.
Another teaser.
I got to rest, folks.
Yes.
I got to carb up for this holiday thon. It's
Here,
coming.
have one of my bagels with a jingle bell, jingle bam, jingle bell, jingle jam on it.
It's got some Bam on it, too. I don't know. Where'd you get that bagel?
It's just a schmear.
Oh, see.
See?
I like that.
Ugh.
Tim, that is all I've got.
Excellent. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been ResortLoop.com. It's still 16 degrees here. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm probably not going to tweet because I'm just frozen to the phone.
Turn up the space heaters, will you? I'm getting cold again.
Oh.
What is going
Here,
on in
let me
the
see if I can find
studio
them here.
today?
There we go.
All right. Don't forget, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, and what else should folks do, Tim?
Please go out there with your friends this holiday season. Give them a hug,
There you go.
and then share it with them. The gateway to the magic.
See you, everybody. With 4 theme parks, 25 resort hotels, hundreds of dining and shopping locations, and seemingly innumerable special events and ticket options, planning a trip to Walt Disney World can seem overwhelming. That's why the ResortLoop.com podcast has teamed up with People Mover Travel to help you get the most magic out of your Disney vacation. People Mover Travel will walk you through every aspect of your next Disney trip, from ensuring you get the best discounts to FastPass Plus and dining reservations and so many other things. Best of all, there is no fee for their service. That's right, you get your very own expert Disney vacation planner at no cost to you. For more information and to request a free, no-obligation quote, visit peoplemovertravel.com.